Livibee here from ACL Pro. I'm very excited to be asking a few questions from Bradley Seymour, aka Gosus Tgun, who's actually taken first place at the recent ACL Pro AM tournament. Would you mind introducing us yourself, Tgun?
I'm Tgun. I play for the team It's Gosu, primarily an American team. I'm the only Australian player, but I love my teammates anyway. I'm from Sydney and I've been to Korea a couple times to StarCraft.
That's awesome. And now with that recent tournament, you actually won 3,500 worth in cash and prizes. How does it feel to have taken such a large SCA tournament?
Pretty good, especially since Zerg vs Zergs was my worst matchup for a while. It's not my worst now, but it was my worst matchup for a while. So to take wins over, players that I think were much more likely to win in everyone's eyes. Like I know a lot of people were expecting me to come fourth. So to win over all of them was a really good feeling, and it's especially good because my brother is going overseas in about a year, and he needed a good laptop, so he's going to be paying me for it,
nice.
Which helps both of us out.
That's awesome. And how did you specifically practice ZVZ for that tournament, knowing that it would have been primarily ZVZ matchups?
Yeah, I played a lot with my teammate Ostoji, and he's really good, really good with ZVZ. Most of my practice wasn't even just in-game practice, because there's only so much you can do to actually improve yourself in Zerg vs Zerg. Like, you can know all the strategies, but a lot of it's just the mentality, knowing how your opponents think, what they're going to do. So before games, I would sit down and just think, what's my opponent going to do? What would be the best course of action? So if you, for example, look at the games versus Targa, I 9-pulled the first game, and because I was assuming that he would go 15 hatch, and he went 15 hatch.
Nice.
And then I think it was the first game on Daybreak, he went for a 9-pull, and that was the only game in the tournament I went 14-14, because I was expecting that sort of reaction. As well as every game he was basing his strategy on doing heavy Ling Bane aggression,
yeah,
and expecting me to play defensively. So when I played a really heavy countering style, it really tore him apart, as opposed to the first time we met where I was playing defensively and he just destroyed me 2-0.
Yeah, well, reading your opponent definitely paid off for you, Tgun. And do you have any actually future plans? Any tournaments?
Like tournaments and stuff? We've got ACL coming up in about a week now, as well as the Gigabyte LAN. And then from then on, I'll be playing in all of the TSL 4 qualifiers. Maybe not the European ones, because I don't have the European server set up, as well as it lags really bad. But definitely all the NA ones. And then eventually I'm hoping to get back over to Korea for an extended stay, but that's still a long way away. I've got to talk to a lot of people, talk to well, both online and in real life, and then work out how long I can stay for and when I want to go to hit like the most amount of GSL qualifiers and OSL qualifiers.
Yeah, for when the best time to go is. Yeah. Now with this ACL Melbourne actually coming up in a couple of days, I know you didn't actually qualify for the WCS at the Sydney Regionals.
I wasn't there. Yeah.
You weren't there, so
No.
Are you planning on taking it at the ACL Melbourne?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm expecting myself to at least come in the top 5. That's my goals, is at least top 5. If I come anywhere lower than that, I'm going to be really disappointed. And that should guarantee me a WCS spot. If I don't get one, I'm just going to be really devastated, because all respect due to Legionnaire, he's a Brood War legend, but if he's able to take a spot and I'm not, that's really just sad, in my opinion. I mean, he's a great player, but he was great in Brood War. He doesn't practice StarCraft 2 professionally, even by his own admission, because he doesn't have the time, his girlfriend doesn't want him to, and he's working. So if myself, a player who's trying to make this full-time, can't qualify versus someone who's playing as little as him, that's just really disappointing.
Well, that's fair enough, Tgun. I'm pretty sure Gosu and all your fans out there are cheering for you. And thank you for the quick interview. Do you have any shout-outs?
Shout out to my team, It's Gosu. Shout out to all of our sponsors. You can see I'm looking on my other screen because I have it on the other screen. But It is NOS, Max Integration, Own TV, Razer, and S2 Games. Obviously, its Gosu isn't just a StarCraft 2 team, it has a lot of divisions, so they're sponsoring all of our stuff, which is awesome for them. And to the New South Wales team for the State of Origin, StarCraft 2. Go boys.
Awesome. Cool. And make sure everyone out there who hasn't actually checked out our VODs, go to www.aclpro.com.au and also check out the WCS tournament that's coming up. Thanks, Tgun. This is Livibee.